Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. We're going to do a love reading today, taking a look at what is going on with the person you are dealing with. Remember, though, it is a general reading, so it won't be for everyone, unfortunately. Take what resonates and leave the rest. However, if you are interested in personal readings, I have a half-price sale on at the moment until the end of October. And if you are interested in astrology or learning tarot, I will be launching my second channel on the 16th of October, my birthday. Speaking about birthday and presents and getting what we want, it seems you are about to receive that which you want here, Sagittarius, with the Sun card, Leo energy, and then the Hierophant, Taurus. There is a quite heavy focus there on what is going to make you happy, romance, but also a commitment as well. There's a feeling here of someone finally being ready, maybe after quite some time, for that next stage of commitment or progress in the connection with yourself. There does feel like there's been a delay over this, or it has taken some time. For some of you single Sagittariuses, there could be a connection as well that may pop up quite soon that has a lot of potential in it that is actually realized quite quickly as well. Particularly if you've been dealing with someone who has been like commitment phobic or hesitant about taking that next step. There is a feeling here of someone who potentially could be ready for commitment, or has someone else gotten out of the commitment? Regardless, it seems you're finally getting what you want and what you deserve. And as I say that, has someone gotten out of a commitment and is ready for something with you? Because the block and the challenge here is the Death card in reverse. So a delayed ending. Scorpio energy again. 3 major arcana. The Death card as well does have the Sun in it that rises, and then we've got the Hermit, Virgo energy. So someone could have been doing a lot of contemplation around the situation. The Hermit is a detached single energy as well. I feel like this is maybe a more specific reading centered around someone you've been dealing with or wanted that has either they've been in a commitment or they were single. And if they were in the commitment, then obviously they couldn't offer something towards yourself. If they were single, it's more that type of energy of someone who is sort of not looking for something serious or not ready for something serious yet. So a delayed ending or change because of the Death card in reverse. And there's an energy of something really just popping up or coming in very quickly with that Sun card and the Hierophant. And this does actually feel centered on like commitment with you, or that next stage of progression in the situation, relationship, or connection between the two of you. Someone is ready for this now and available, if that was the block or challenge previously. I don't think you've been like waiting for this or anticipating it though. So I think with this person, either you've kind of, I wouldn't say shut the door on them and walked away, but you're detached from them where you're not waiting and hoping. You're kind of like, okay, they're in a situation, they're in a relationship that puts them off bounds. I'm going to do my own thing. Or you've identified, yeah, like this person, but if they're not, because it seems like you're in a place where you're ready and able to join up with someone for something serious. So there's a vibe here that the Sagittarius, as this reading is for, is kind of for those who are in that position where you're looking for something serious and long term. And if it doesn't align up with that, you're not really entertaining it. Either someone here has finally gotten out of a connection and is coming forward towards you with an actual offer of commitment, or that person you thought who, or they're not looking for something serious. Okay, I respect that. Gonna disconnect, move forward, see what else comes in. Someone here is kind of popping up all of a sudden and offering you what you really wanted with them previously. But again, there's an energy here I like from your end where you've not been like sitting, waiting, hoping. I think it's because you're detached from the energy, because a lot of the time if you're looking for something, the best thing to do is become like the vibrational match for it. And if you have, and so not focusing on a specific person, but what it is also that you're wanting and looking for. So if you don't keep yourself stagnant in situations that you know are not going to lead to something long term, and if you're in the energy of like, okay, I'm looking for something serious. I'm not looking to just have a good time or waste my time with someone where it's not really going to lead anywhere. So I'm going to keep moving forward until someone matches into that energy. But someone you were previously interested in here, who you were wanting that commitment or long term potential with, who you'd already kind of put them to the side because you thought it wasn't possible. Well, surprise, it is possible. I do like quite often sometimes with that baby on the horse, with the way his arms is kind of like surprise. What are their intentions, please? We've got the Eight of Cups, and we've got the King of Wands, Leo energy. Again, focus on the romance side of there. The Eight of Cups, if they're being in a situational connection with someone else, walking away from that. If they've been the more, I wouldn't necessarily go as far as to say like someone who is the eternal bachelor. So it's not like they're leaving the single lifestyle behind for once and for all, but more that energy of someone leaving their old life behind before. Sometimes that Eight of Cups is like the pull of the soul, a little bit kind of like the Judgment card. So it's not necessarily always walking away from something, but sometimes moving towards something that you know is for your higher good. But there is like a journey or a transition because of that energy, which shows up in the Death card. And again, with the Hermit card, maybe here they've done a lot of, or some deeper thinking around what they want and what is going to make them happy. But someone is ready here for that commitment, specific focus on commitment with yourself. Their actions are the Four of Wands and the Three of Wands. Direct progression there, but also your ships kind of coming in. There is the commitment being offered, but because of the Three of Wands, that energy sometimes of a little bit of a weight, this person seems to be popping back up in your energy, and it's quite a bit of a surprise to you. But there is a transition process here. That's the Death card in reverse with the Eight of Cups. So either they're getting out of that connection now, they're telling you about it, but they're saying they want something serious with you. They see their future with you, but they're not like, can I put a ring on it right now? If it's that single person, then they're coming towards you and they're letting you know that they're ready for something serious, something long term. But the two of you are not like diving into that commitment of like, okay, you want to be my girlfriend, you want to be my boyfriend, yeah, let's do that. It's more the conversation and the surprise of this person's energy popping up, but with crystal clear clarity around what they're wanting, and that they're ready for something serious now, but not the actual sort of like, okay, so are you my girlfriend, are you my boyfriend? There's a slight weight, but there's direct progression towards that. And I will say once again, the reason this is coming in and happening, yes, part of it is to do with their energy and some deeper contemplation, But why it's also happening for yourself is because you've got a clear vision of what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. So if something isn't aligning up to what you want and you're ready for something serious, you're not wasting your time by staying like attached to that and hoping that it'll magically change. You're moving forward so that something that is a vibrational match for that can come in. But then surprisingly, it turns out to be this past person that at one point you hoped would be ready for something or would be available for something, but they just weren't. So there wasn't like a harsh energy there. It was just like, okay, no hard feelings, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not sticking around hoping that changes, which allows it to come together. Anyway, Sagittarius, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, though, it is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. However, if you would like a specific you would like specific information or answers around your own individual situation, you can check out the sale on personal readings in the description box below. Cheers.